Well, welcome to TMI Advice You Didn't Want. We are going to be talking about all things spiritual, all things life, and everything in between. My name is Karin Angelly. I'm one of the co hosts here, and we really want to demystify the process of what's going on in our world, talk about all sorts of things. If you've encountered a spiritual awakening, or you're going through one, or you've been through one, we want to kind of demystify that process and talk about how to handle that. So I'm here with my beautiful co-host.
Hi, my name is Ashley, and I'm really excited to share everything with you. And like we said, it's TMI. It stands for Truth Manifesting and Inspiration. And really, the biggest thing is we're going to be completely uncensored and talk about all the good, the bad, the ugly, and everything in between, and not hold anything back. Because too often in life we do, and then people don't get the full benefit of hearing the full story and being able to really connect with others and really have that elevation. So,
Yeah. And at the end of the day, like we talked about the whole TMI being important. We wanted it to be like the whole too much information and then the truth manifestation and information because we felt like that was important too. But we also wanted it to share like what's going on in our lives too. And like it might be TMI for you, or it might be like, oh, wait a minute, I'm going through that too. Like that's
super
my life
relatable.
too. Exactly. So
Yeah.
we kind of wanted to just like, and then we were both like, well, what else do we add to it? And we kind of were like spitballing all sorts of different things. And then we were like, I had this whole list of names for what we were going to call this. And it was like, well, what about advice you didn't want? And it's like, okay, yeah, because we're probably going to say things that you're like, well, that's weird, but okay, good.
We're definitely going to say things that are like, that's weird.
I mean, some of our conversations, I'm not going to lie, I have fun with our conversations, Ashley, because we literally just talk about anything and everything, whether it's you dealing with your kids, me dealing with my business, having a job alongside of it, and how that looks, and just how we are navigating this world in our spiritual awakening as well, because it's definitely been a process for both of us.
Yeah, and we're not afraid to say things that might make us look weird or bad, or, we're human. And so we're going to share all of the good and the bad about it. And that's what I think is really important about being really real. But also with TMI, sometimes when you're on that spiritual awakening, you have to hear things that you don't really want to hear because you don't want to really deal with them. And you have to hear them a lot before you actually take the work and make those shifts happen. So it's also going to be TMI in that way too, that sometimes you're not going to want to hear what we have to say in that way too.
I know, like, vice versa for both of us, I'm sure, but there's definitely been things that you've said to me, Ashley, that I'm like, I don't like that. That doesn't work for me. But then I have to sit with it, and it's like, okay, that there might be some truth there. So,
Yes.
no matter what comes out of our mouths, like definitely sit with it. And if it fits into your current reality, great, run with it. And if it doesn't, it's okay to let it go. Because I know we say that to each other a lot. Like this might fit for you, and it might not. So sit with it, let it sit in your gut, let it sit in your heart. Does it work for you? And sometimes you might be surprised what comes up when you sit with stuff like that. So,
Definitely. I
yeah.
agree.
So, I'm excited about this journey. This is just a quick preview of what we're going to be talking about. So, can't wait to really get into the meat and potatoes of what we're going to be doing. So,
Definitely. I'm
yeah.
excited for lots of laughs along the way.
Oh, oh, there's gonna be lots of laughs. There's gonna be a lot of weird stuff. There's gonna be a lot of everything. So I'm excited. This is gonna be a fun journey.
Yes, me too.
So, with that, can't wait to hang out with you on our first episode of TMI Advice You Didn't Want.